Hi, I'm Kevin Kennedy at the Kennedy Law Firm. We're at our 2050 Fort Campbell Boulevard location just outside the Fort Campbell Army Base. It's world famous. The law of relationships, battling the me mentality. Well, guess what? We were all born of a selfish nature. We're all born of a sinful nature. You know what? You put two children down, very shortly, one's trying to take the ball away from the other. You know what? The truth of the matter is, we have to resist everything about me. I hear divorces. Well, what is the problem? All she thinks about is herself. All the things that he does, he's only concerned about himself. He wants his gifts. He wants to eat where he wants to. He wants us to spend our family money on what he wants. So, you first have to identify a problem, and then you attempt to solve it. Battling the me mentality. Over the years, I've watched some of the marriage seminars, and they said, well, let's go to the football field, and you meet me halfway. And then some of my even more skilled mentors said, you know, it's not about a 50-50. It's about giving 100%. And, you know, he who gives the most, the Bible says, give, and it shall be given unto you. I do believe that. So what is the secret of relationships? Give, give, give. You know, one of the ladies told me, one of the richest women I ever knew, she said, you can't outgive God. So when someone's in need, if you are able, give. There's another word, forgive. When someone's done you wrong, can you have some forgiveness? Now, we don't have to forget, but we are commanded to forgive. And in every relationship, somebody's going to do something that can create a little pet peeve for you. What is this lawyer telling you to do? Forgive and move on. Battling that me mentality. You know, we all have a certain amount of resources, whether you're rich or poor. Where are you going to place them? What are you going to invest in? Don't always think about yourself. You will have more when you think of others. Do I really believe that? 35 years as a lawyer, I have seen it year after year, business after business, church after church. And you know, one day we're all going to have our last breath. What will people say about you? You remember, it's going to be your relationships that will talk. What will the minister say? What will your family members say? He was a selfish man or he was a generous man. And you know which one conjures up the best feelings? That generous man. What else can you give? You know what I've always said? Praise. It costs you nothing, but it pays big dividends. Now, we can come home and we could say, hey, the grass, you mowed it. It wasn't straight. Can you not keep in the lines? Or you could say, I'm so thankful that I have somebody that thinks enough to mow the grass. It's your words. You shape your destiny. So if you take anything away from that, praise, shower praise on your children. It's been said that you should brag on your children all the time because you build them up, and when you send them out, the world tears them down. You know, some of the great celebrities across the world, there's always a faction of people that would love to see them fall. There's an old saying, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Don't let that come to your home. Don't let it come to your mouth. You can choose to give praise or you can choose to be a gossiper. And if you do, then that's what your reputation will be. People will resent it. People will not like you. And if you gossip about your spouse or the people in your church, you will ultimately meet confrontation that will be very, very unpleasant. Battling the me mentality. Everybody loves to have people love them. You know, they say, well, I don't have any friends. You want to know how you get your friends? You go out to be a friend. And don't be so quick to say no. You know, someone says, hey, can I do this? You know, many times I have loaned things, loaned a lawnmower, loaned this, and they don't come back the same. But you know what? God has always been good to me and provided. So what am I telling you tonight? Battle the me mentality, the law of relationships. I'm Kevin Kennedy. I hope you get a copy.